Still here it sits, and I'm with Arvind Partheban. I can always struggle to pronounce it. But Arvind, you've been around in the industry for a while with different hats on, lots of different companies.
Yeah.
I can't keep up with you. It's great to see you, and good to be talking to people again, as we all are. So with SuperOps these days, what sort of things are you guys doing?
Yeah, good to be back in the IT space, and thanks for having me in this podcast. So the new stint is SuperOps.ai. So we are trying to build a PSA and RMM platform. So let me break it down what it is in the IT world. It's an IT help desk software with remote monitoring and management software. So IT monitoring together as a single platform. So we are doing this for the MSPs, managed service providers. So outsourced IT.
So I mean, just in terms of the requirement for that is that it's kind of niche and it's in sector based. It's for the managed service. So there's a requirement there for operations and service desk, help desk capability. I mean, what demand did you look at to come towards that? What were people asking you before that made you think that's a space in the market for?
Great. So when I was in my last couple of companies, Freshworks and Zoho, I kind of found 15 to 20% of the users were using MSPs were using IT products because they didn't see a good MSP solution solving these IT needs. So basically, the MSPs are people who are sysadmins who have a shop outside and manage to multiple clients, right? So the tools in that space were still 10 years before, like in 2008, when we saw BMC, HP, CA, were all in the on-prem. That's how the landscape is. So this kind of was interesting when I was doing my research. I thought we need to take the learnings we had in the IT and build a product in the MSP space. So that's what brought us to this space. So what we are trying to do is, first we are bringing an integrated solution where we don't just build point products, an integrated platform where they use one platform to cater to all the clients' needs. Second is, we want to build something for the next 10 years. Like cloud is done, and next is AI. So we want to build something in the automation and AI space. So we want to build for the next 10 years. So that's what we are trying to solve.
And do you think that there'll be a trend for more, if you like, vertical types of products like this, in different areas of the market?
So what vertical is, MSP itself is a vertical, if you look at it, right? So IT is big. MSP is just a vertical where based on the service they provide, right? When I say ITOM, RMM product, it will be just laptop or desktops or server monitoring. Later it can be applications monitoring, right? It's an ocean by itself, and the market is also huge. So MSP is in vertical, and there is one other lever of vertical of what kind of service they provide. So we need to provide desktop management now, server management tomorrow, applications management later.
And some of the other similar types of solution over the years that I've seen that that are trying to provide more than just products, I suppose, but also business help for MSPs. Is that something that?
So we are not into business help. So we are completely in the operations side. So there are a lot of MSP products which also takes care of sales, CRM management and stuff. So our expertise has always been IT. We don't want to get into something we don't know. So we will integrate with those kind of solutions, but we want to be good in one thing. To take care of your infrastructure, we'll provide you the tools.
On a wider sense about for IT within organizations, not just MSPs, but do you think there's enough real synergy between IT ops, service management?
It's actually a very good question.
So I mean, because it's one of these things we wrestled with, and we're always talking about, well, we do that bit and we do it well.
Yeah.
Those guys over there, and actually it should be together, really.
No, it's actually, there is an interesting concept which is coming up now. It's called the hybrid IT. So imagine the new workforces it's normal to work from anywhere now. A lot of companies are adopting distributed workforce. So in the past, there were 3 or 4 sites which we have to manage. It was easy for a sysadmin team to fix a problem or take care of the infrastructure. But today, a lot of companies have distributed workforce. Imagine someone was working in Detroit, Michigan, is now in Hawaii, and says, I want to work from a remote location, right? So if a laptop crashes, they need someone in the local to go and fix it.
Yeah.
So the IT world and MSP world is coming together. But it's not like changing overnight. But slowly, I think the IT and MSP world will work together. There's no tools for that yet, but maybe down the line.
Does it need tools specifically, or is it just really more about, management, culture, desire to do that? Because
Exactly. Yeah. So we need to first figure out who is going to be the decision maker, how we are going to onboard, security. These are some kind of challenges which is going to be tougher to bring these two worlds together. But I would say one step at a time. We want to bring an MSP solution which is up to the IT market first, then probably bring an IT world and MSP world together. Yeah.
Okay, and that's interesting. So my last question really around this is, we have this concept of enterprise service management, which is, doing the service management stuff in a more of a business context. I mean, is that something that you're seeing MSPs getting involved in as well?
No, not yet. See, the MSPs we are dealing with are basically 1 or 2, like less than 5 technicians who go and take care of the IT infrastructure of local businesses, and they have 10 or 15 clients. They are hired only for their expertise. They might be a network engineer or a systems engineer. So only because of their expertise, they are able to use IT products. ESM is more of any kind of service management, right? So that is specific for IT and not MSP. It's too early for them. So if the whole company's service management is being outsourced to MSP, I don't think it will happen. So HR needs or financial needs, it's only for their expertise. So MSP would be a IT MSP or an accounting service provider. It will never be ESM in this world.
I've seen bits of it.
Bits of it.
It's not and I know some big MSPs who have some operational non-IT functions, which they then maybe have a call center for, but it's not at the level that it is in an enterprise organization. But I still think the concepts are the same, that actually the way that we manage work across the organization can be done together. So it's a good goal. Okay, I mean that's really interesting stuff. What do you think in a year's time will be the development of this? Do you think we'll be further down the road of more integration, or?
Right now, it's been just 6 months we launched the product. We are seeing good traction in the MSP space, and I would also want to build an edition for IT. So we are thinking of launching an IT edition of the desktop management product in 3 to 4 months now. 1 year down the line, I would really want to be a mature PSA and RMM platform and bring in more synergies to the IT space. So hopefully I'll come back to IT soon. So looking forward to it.
Okay, well, it's great to see you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.